This is ArtsAlive. I'm Linda Philippi. My guests are Bonnie Locks and Laura O'Brady, and you're here from the McMinnville Women's Choir. Can't wait to hear all about your latest project, ladies.
Well, we have a concert coming up.
Okay.
And so you'll get to literally hear us.
Okay.
Actually, it's December 13th, and there'll be two concerts. It's the first year we've done that because we've actually had overflow crowds.
Standing room only.
I know,
Love it.
I know. And also to try to alleviate that problem, we are having tickets this year. They're free, but they will hold a seat.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes, and so those can be picked up at 3rd Street Books or Oregon Stationers or the McMinnville Cooperative Ministries Church. Their office will have some tickets also.
So that's going to be Saturday, December 13th, and Sunday, December 14th?
No, Saturday, December 13th, a 3 o'clock concert and a 7 o'clock concert.
Oh, both of them on Saturday?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
3 and 7, and you're going to do the concert where?
At the McMinnville Cooperative Ministries Great Room.
Okay.
That's at 2nd and Evans.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about the choir. I know that, Bonnie, you were here earlier.
Right.
And
Right.
Laura, you're new.
I am.
Okay,
I am new.
so we'll talk a little bit about the choir itself and what you do.
Sounds good.
How about from your new perspective?
Well,
Sure.
you know, one of the things that caused me to join is I sang previously in different things, sang in public school, and then when I went to college, sang in college, but I hadn't been in a choir in a long time. And I had a friend, she invited me to the winter concert last year, and she said, you know, it's going to be a little bit rough, so just to prepare you. And I went to the concert, and it was sublime. It was just gorgeous.
Oh,
and
lovely.
I loved it. And I thought, you know, I really want to be involved with this, you know, and to bring more beauty and more joy into my life. So that's always a good
wonderful
thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a great reason to
Thanks.
join.
Yeah.
So what made her say that it was going to be a little rough?
Well, because when you're the artist, you always see
She was
any imperfections.
in the choir.
She was in the
Oh, I see,
choir,
okay.
right? So you always know, oh shoot, I didn't do this particular part right, or you know, when you're the artist, you always see all of the imperfections.
And you know what? And it's true. You can't hear it when you're singing. So you can't hear what the people out in the audience can hear. You only hear your own voice rattling around in your head.
And you know, last year, this choir, this is its 4th year. And the first 2 years, the first year we had 12 singers, the second year we had 16, and last year we made a huge jump and we had almost 40.
Oh my goodness.
So a good portion of the choir was new last year.
Sure.
And so I think there was a little more anxiety about that, but it just turned out great, and they're all still there, and we have a few more new ones this year.
So you have 40.
Yes, more than 40 now.
40 plus. Wow.
For this concert.
Do you stand on risers? Is that what you do?
Sometimes we do. I'm not sure if we will for this concert or not. The great room where we're going to perform is a flat room, but it's not real big.
Right.
So it has an intimate atmosphere, and we move around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
We circle the audience.
And that's really interesting because you can hear, as an audience person, you can hear music coming from different parts, and you can really hear the harmonies, and it's just beautiful.
Oh, that's a great idea. And do you wear choir robes or you just wear regular clothes?
Black.
And black
Yeah,
dresses
we
or
do.
whatever?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question, because I know you said that you're not really affiliated with a church,
Right.
per se. Who chooses your song selections, and how do you do it?
Well, our director, Betty Bush, chooses
Okay.
all the music, and she's a very experienced director. She has a choir in Corvallis that's
Right.
been going 20 years.
Right.
And the music is just wonderful. It's music of many different traditions. It's not just Christmas, but all traditions, different languages, social justice, peace, you know.
Right,
And it's just wonderful. It's very heartfelt music, a lot of fun, a wide range.
And so is it simply music, or do you have musical accompaniment?
You know, that's also something that changes sometimes. Last Christmas, when they had the concert, they had some people ringing bells, they had some people doing some other simple instruments that could be carried, a triangle, things like that. And so there's possibly going to be the opportunity to hear some other music played during this concert as well. So we have some opportunities to bring in some handheld instruments. And at our spring concert that we did we had some really, really beautiful, beautiful music that
Oh.
accompanied us. So we had, guitar and hammer dulcimer, and, it was really fantastic. We had a cello as well. So,
Wow.
I mean, it just depends on what the song calls for.
We do have a regular accompanist, a pianist, too, who's fantastic. And so she plays. She also sings in some of the pieces that don't require the piano. And at this concert, there may be an opportunity to hear several ukuleles.
Oh, really?
From local, yes.
Oh, well, I know that's a really big thing in McMinnville.
It
The
is.
ukuleles, yeah,
Several
for
of
sure.
them sing as well. So.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
It
Yeah.
is.
Is this what you expected when you joined?
I didn't know what to expect, but I'm absolutely thrilled to be in the choir. And one of the things that's really nice is it's a community, and it's a community of women that support the community of McMinnville, and we feel the city of McMinnville supports us too. And so it's really it's so much fun. We have a lot of fun, and I've made a lot of new friends in the choir, so that's great too.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And then where do you rehearse?
We rehearse at the Cooperative Ministries
Oh, you
Church
rehearse
in the
right there.
sanctuary, actually.
Okay, nice.
It's lovely, yeah. A good part of the mission, I mean, it is singing, but it's to be with a community of women singing. So community is as much a part of it as the singing, and it really is that. It's built a wonderful community. And we have occasional potlucks,
Oh, how
Right,
fun.
fun stuff.
And so
really
then-
good ones.
And you're probably open to having interested people, if somebody's watching this right now and they'd said, oh, that sounds like something I'd really love to do. You're open to auditioning new
So we
voices?
don't have auditions.
Okay.
So, I've told some people, you don't have to be an expert singer. You don't have to have any experience. In fact, there are people that have joined the choir that have had no singing experience prior, and they
Me.
come and they're great. They're really great. So, we have all levels and accept all levels. So, if anybody's interested, come see us, and maybe you'd like to leave us your phone number or email address, and we'll contact you.
Sure.
And see about having you join.
And so you perform 2 concerts a year, spring and winter?
Right, December. Well, actually, we've participated in 3. We have one of our own in December, one of our own in May or early June, and then in March, in past years, we've participated in the big community concert.
Oh, that's when
It's
you
a
were
big
talking about,
fundraiser
right,
that has
all the-
choirs of all ages, and we probably will do that again this year. I'm not sure. I haven't heard about it yet.
Does every choir who comes, each of the choirs sings your own repertoire, or do you sing all together certain songs?
Only at the end we all sing together, and that is chaos. There's people from
Sure.
age 5 to 85 up there, I think,
Right,
and that's a lot
right.
of fun.
But we don't get to rehearse together, so we get like one really quick, this is to get on the risers and to start the song, and then we just perform, but it still ends up being great, and the audience seems to really enjoy it too, seeing all age levels.
So typically then, during the course of the year, do you usually rehearse like once a week?
Yes,
Mostly once a week.
Tuesday nights. We do, the choir is actually divided into 4 sections, different voice levels, and the sections have extra rehearsals
Oh, I see.
too, which helps a lot.
Right, to facilitate our
We
learning.
need. Yes, that's very good.
Right.
And then
Right.
we have, an extra dress rehearsal. And in fact, in another week, we're going to have almost a day-long retreat to really polish
Oh.
up the songs.
Oh, that'll be fun,
And we have
won't
good
it?
food there too.
So it really is a community.
It
I mean,
really is.
it's social as much as it is singing, and it's
Right.
good for your lungs and it's good for you, and
Right.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a very joyful thing, and it's thrilling to me. Even after these years, I still sometimes almost get chills when you're surrounded by all these voices.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
And even if you're having a down day, I'm sure it really lifts you up.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely,
to be-
absolutely. You just feel your energy level rise as you're singing with all of these wonderful people. And, that's part of the community too. People, we had one community voice person who was sick, and she got a lot of support from choir members.
Yeah, I'm
so.
sure. That's gotta feel really good to know that there's all these people around you lifting you up. Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. And I know that you were on before,
Right.
and Betty was here. And hasn't she been in Corvallis for like 20 years or something?
Her choir in Corvallis, the name of it is Jubilate, and this is their 20th year.
Yes,
So they have big things going on down there. to celebrate that.
And does your group ever get to go down and kind of pop in and do a guest appearance or anything?
Well, in past years, for our winter concert, they came up and joined us,
Oh, nice.
which was really fabulous. But we were a pretty new choir, so we only could learn a certain number of songs. But this year we're learning more songs, and we're
Okay.
going to do it ourselves. But for their 20th, I think they are doing a song. I think it's the Hallelujah Chorus that
Oh,
we are
wow.
also learning, and and some of us are going to go down there, and they said, we can all come sing with them.
Oh, wouldn't that
That'd
be
be
fun?
pretty
Which is
cool.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fabulous.
That's kind of what's wonderful about music. I mean, if you know the music, you can sing it or play it with anybody, really.
Right, right.
Just kind of go and blend right in.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
so does Betty conduct, or does anybody conduct you when you sing?
Betty
does
does.
conduct.
She does
Yes.
conduct.
She's
Okay.
she's
does.
definitely our music director.
So she's up there waving the little baton.
Yeah.
Well, usually her hands. You know, she's very verbal with her hands.
And she's
so-
either going like this, or she's going in the throttle position,
Yeah.
or the position, or the...
Oh. It's amazing how much she can communicate. It's way more than I realized before I got in a choir.
Even with
Those
just-
things all mean things to the
like
choir
the
members.
one good eyebrow.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm sure that, probably a lot of voices kind of fall into that middle range. And then you've got the really high, and probably always looking for the people that can sing really low as women, right? A good bass voice or something.
You know, we have a lot of really, really talented low voices, and we have some fantastic high voices too. So it is true that there's a lot of middle voices, but we really have a great
A
mix.
nice range. Well, that's
Yeah, I think our
great.
sections are relatively even.
Are they?
Actually.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
It really is great.
So people can just kind of naturally fall into their own little space of where they feel like they belong.
Betty has an interesting process called voicing the choir, and we go through, and she actually, it's amazing what she can hear, and she gets us just all lined up in the place that's just right for your voice, so you can, be very expressive and
actually
blend in.
next to the people in your section that you sound the best next to. And it's amazing. I never had been in a
Yeah.
group that did this before, but she has you switch around with other people, and she'll ask the choir, which sounds better? Oh, that way. That's what I think too. And so that's the way we stand,
Isn't
because
that
that's the way
amazing?
it sounds the
Yeah,
best.
it's
Wow.
really interesting. to
That's
watch.
really
Fun.
wonderful. What an ear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, she's great.
Well, it's true. I know, like if you're mixing music in a
Right.
studio, you can compress the highest part and the lowest part, and you kind of mush it into the middle so that it evens out the sound. It makes it richer and richer, so that you don't get the wavery on the up or the down parts of it. So it's probably something along those lines.
I think it's similar, and some voices just sound really nice together. And
they
so
really do.
She just has a great ear and a great technique. So it works really well for us.
Well, let's go back through and go
Okay.
over the dates and times again for the concert.
Okay, the concert is Saturday, December 13th. It will be at the McMinnville Cooperative Ministries
Okay.
Great Room on 2nd and Evans. There are 2 concerts, one at 3 and one at 7. And tickets are required, but you can come to the door, and if there's any left, you can have them. They're free, and it's a way to assure that people get seats who come, and they can get tickets at the 3rd Street Books, Oregon Stationers, or the Cooperative Ministries Church office, or they could even call in there. And I think this information is going to be put on the, at least the YouTube.
Sure, of
Later.
course. Well, thank you very much, ladies, for being here today. I look forward to hearing your beautiful concert.
Great.
It was such
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to catch up.